Hey guys, in this Midlife Motorheads Killer V project video, we install an important safety device in our Cadillac CTS-V. Okay, so what we're going to be installing today is a seat back brace. We got our seat back brace from our good friends at Discovery Parts down there in Georgia. I actually called down there and Mary suggested this to us. This is one that they produce in-house. From what I've been told, they spend a lot of time on the CNC machine manufacturing all these parts. So here you actually have the back brace itself. This is the adjustment tube. We have clamp. Ooh, this is nice quality billet aluminum. This is the clamp that actually goes onto your harness bar. Goes from, I think it was 1.5 to 1 3/4. Ours are 1 3/4. So basically, this gets clamped on. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, there's all the hardware provided as well. So this gets clamped onto the harness bar. The tube is inserted underneath like that. Then this is bolted to the tube. Then you adjust it till it touches the seat back itself, lock everything down tight. So I guess if you have some seats are a little forward or a little back of the harness bar, that's where your adjustment is. So tighten everything down and you are good to go. Since my seats are fiberglass, one concern is that fiberglass on this sharp edge right here, in the event of a very hard rear impact where everything is pushed forward, I don't want this sharp edge on the back of my fiberglass to actually flex, possibly even cut it. So I'm going to use some of this foam right here. This is a roll bar padding foam. You can buy it in different sheets. This is just an extra piece I had laying around. It's 1 inch thick. I think if you use 1/4 inch, it would probably be fine. But I'm going to cut this out and put it on here, just to put on the back. That way it gives me a little bit of cushion on the back of the fiberglass, so it's just not on this sharp edge of this aluminum plate here. All right, so let's get started. Before we get started with the installation of the seat back brace in the Midlife Motorheads Killer V project car, we wanted to show you a little bit about what we have in the car. So we have a Momo Evo Daytona fiberglass racing seat, and we are using the Sabelt racing harness. Now we all know that the harness is what keeps our bodies basically pulled back and down into the racing seat to protect us for frontal collision. You know, if we hit another car or a tire wall or something, we're protected by the harness from the body moving forward. But what's not protected, especially in this situation, is what happens if you get hit from the rear. Say there happened to be a red flag on the track, and some idiot doesn't realize it and comes flying up behind you and slams you in the back of the car. What's going to prevent you from the seat moving backwards as the momentum and inertia of the car moving forward? There's nothing to hold you. So that is the purpose of the seat back brace. So here I'm going to put this roll bar padding foam on the back side, or actually it would be the front side of the seat back brace. And what I'm going to use for this, because it doesn't weigh anything, I'm going to use some good quality. This is Scotch 3M double-sided tape. So I'm just going to put a couple of strips on here. Such.
hold it on there pretty good. Alright, let's move to the next step.
Okay, to get started with the installation of the seat back brace, first thing I'm going to show you is the shoulder harnesses themselves. Obviously, we're going to have to spread these out so we can install it. After it's installed, I will slide these harnesses as close to the mounting bracket as possible. You actually want the harnesses to come back to a closer point on the harness bar than it is on your Hans device. So my Hans device is 10 inches, and you want at least 50% of the width of your Hans device where you're mounting of your harness on the harness bar. But for installation purposes, I'm just going to spread these out. Now, this is a bolt-in harness bar. It is powder coated, so it is actually going to be a slightly larger than 1 3/4. I hope that doesn't cause me a problem. I've already held this up one time, and there is a slight gap. I'm not sure if it's because of the powder coating. I hope I don't chip the powder coating, but let's see what happens here. I did put some Loctite, some blue Loctite on the bolts themselves. They're actually cap bolts. 3/16 Allen wrench is what is needed. So we'll put the adjustment tube and the seat back brace on itself. Kind of position it. You want it kind of like right in the middle. Pardon me for getting my fat head in the way, but so we want to position this right in the middle. Something like that. I'm going to hold it with that hand. We'll drop this cap part on top. This is some good quality stuff. It's black anodized. Looks like it's flat black anodized. Billet aluminum. It's all CNC machined. It's done right there at Discovery Parts. This is their product. From what I've seen so far, it seems to be some pretty nice quality stuff here. As you can see, installation is pretty simple and straightforward. I'm going to lean in one more time to make sure that I'm in the middle. Yep. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead. And snug this up. Alright, let's give it a good nice firm tug on these bolts. Now, kind of going in a kind of a crisscross pattern here. So I want it to pull nice and even. I don't think I did this one, so. Alright, that's fairly snug. Don't think there is a specification on torques. It's probably a good idea to maybe look up the size bolts and get a torque specification, and I probably will do that, but for this video I just want to snug them up. Alright, there we go. So, and then there is, I'm going to put in a little Loctite on these other two. These are the adjustment screws. They go, where do they go? They go right here. It's basically clamps to this tube. It'll clamp it tight. Started. Probably should have done this the other way around, been easier, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the seat back brace itself in a flat plane perpendicular to the seat itself. I'm actually going to take my right hand and kind of push forward slightly and get a good grip with my left hand, kind of hold it in position, make sure everything is nice and square and level, tight, and then I'll take the Allen wrench, snug these babies up. Again, pardon me for sticking my head in the way. Snug up this other one. There we go. Got a nice little snug so it don't slide back on me. All right. That is it. There you go. So we'll just take these belts, we'll slide them like this. When my collars come in, I will basically bolt the collars on either side of there, and we shall be set up. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up and a like. A positive review would be fantastic, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in the future.